These top-flight aces of the NBA have made this annual affair a high-flying shootout. The Push Basketball Classic. 10:05 Eastern on the Superstation tonight.
From the glitter of Hong Kong, the quiet beauty of Kyoto. From the lovely island of Maui come the inspirations from my new Suzy Wan dinners. Just add your shrimp, beef, or chicken to my long-grain rice, unique spices, and special sauces. You'll create extraordinary sweet and sour chicken, oriental shrimp, or teriyaki beef in just 10 minutes. Let Suzy Wan bring excitement to your table. New Suzy Wan dinner recipes make the ordinary extraordinary in just 10 minutes.
This car has been the world's best-selling car 5 years running. And for less money than leading Japanese imports, you can get this car with more features, like a 6-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, air conditioning, power mirrors, and cassette stereo. The result is a better-equipped car that still costs less. Ford Escort, the world's best-selling car, 5 years running.
Now get 1.9% financing or a $400 cash bonus on Ford Escort.
Help! Still, the septic system is backing up. What a mess, and what a smell.
I'll call the septic man to pump it out.
I wish there was something we could do to avoid the mess and expense.
Me too.
There is an alternative to waiting around for your septic system to back up. Rid-X. Rid-X in your toilet bowl just once a month adds billions of bacteria to digest waste and help keep your septic system running trouble-free. Rid-X. The alternative to waiting around for your septic system to back up.
Shortcuts from General Foods.
Hi, I'm Ann Harris. My Frosty Fruit Shake is a healthy pick-me-up, as delicious as it looks.
There are so many quick and delicious ways to fix minute rice, I thought I'd show you a couple. You might want to take notes. First, dice the green peppers, then dice and slice them twice. Now use the peppers with minute rice primavera, paella, and peel-off. Now follow these fantastic fingers through some fairly fancy footwork with my favorite food. Just shift these shimmering shrimp to shed their shells. Oh, sharp. Plain, you like plain? I personally prefer plain with a pat. Side dishes?
Fast, versatile minute rice.
No matter how fast you work, you run out of time before you run out of quick ideas. Chop a chicken for cacciatore.
Minute rice, a million ways to serve, 5 minutes to fix.
Wait, I can do minute rice Cajun style. I can do minute rice sweet and sour chicken.
For my Frosty Fruit Shake, put 1 cup of strawberries in the blender, or use any fruit that's on hand. Add a ½ cup each vanilla yogurt, and crushed ice, a teaspoon of honey, and blend. Special enough for company.
Shortcuts from General Foods.
Sunday night, he's out to get Anne Margaret and terminate Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kirk Douglas is gonna prove that no one is safe from the villain. Including the villain. 7 p.m. Eastern on the Superstation Sunday night.
We now return to Bend of the River, starring Jimmy Stewart.
From the Headline News Network, this is Newswatch.
Pope John Paul II is delivering a major speech at Xavier University in New Orleans tonight. It's to be the toughest address yet of his American tour. Earlier this evening, John Paul celebrated an outdoor mass at the University of New Orleans, attended by more than 100,000 worshipers, most of whom were soaked by rain. Tough talk for Nicaragua from President Reagan today. In his weekly radio address, Mr. Reagan said Americans will not be fooled by what happens in Nicaragua if the government continues to crush dissent while talking peace. For Newswatch, I'm Brad Johnson. Now this.
After the baby, I didn't want to go back on the pill. We had to find a good alternative.
Semisid contraceptive inserts, one of the most convenient forms of birth control next to the pill.
After a while, my doctor said to give my body a break from hormones.
Semisid works without hormones. It has the spermicide doctors recommend most.
Now that I'm older and wiser, I use Semisid.
Discover Semisid for birth control. It's a great alternative.
For the Headline News Network 24 hours a day, call your cable operator.
I don't give patients pain relievers myself, but as a hospital volunteer, I see the medicine nurses give out. Instead of Tylenol, patients here get aspirin-free Anacin 3.
One of the nation's largest hospital systems has replaced Tylenol tablets with Anacin 3. It has the same aspirin-free medicine that's in Tylenol, same strength, but Anacin 3 costs them less.
When I saw Anacin 3 in my hospital, I knew I could use it for my headaches, and I found it can cost less, too.
Aspirin-free Anacin 3, the better choice.
Hi, I'm Dennis Conner. Winning the America's Cup and bringing it back to America made us all very proud.
While we were racing, a lot of little things made a difference. A little extra muscle, a little extra breeze when we needed it, and the refreshing little lift we got from Wrigley's Spearmint Gum.
If you're like me with an irritable bowel, stressful days can mean diarrhea one day, constipation on another. You see, if there's too much water in the intestines, you have diarrhea. Not enough, constipation. Now there's new Equalactin, a single medicine for diarrhea or constipation. Equalactin tablets help restore the proper water balance to relieve both problems. So with an irritable bowel, when stressful days mean diarrhea or constipation, Equalactin helps me feel like a human being again.
Post makes the only bran flakes with new Zip Pack freshness to keep their high fiber, best taste fresh longer. I zip when I should have do done.
Post natural bran flakes with Zip Pack freshness.
Zippity-a.
My childhood loves were dessert and Tommy. I got over Tommy, but I still love dessert. 8 calories, sugar-free, Jell-O gelatin. For dessert, you don't have to dessert. Eat your heart out, Tommy.
We now return to Bend of the River, starring Jimmy Stewart.
My son recommended Preparation H for my hemorrhoids. Why should I listen to a kid? Because that kid is also a doctor.
In a national survey, 2 out of 3 doctors named Preparation H among the hemorrhoid remedies they recommended to their patients in the past year. It often relieves pain and itching for hours, helps shrink swelling of inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue, and soothes painful irritation.
My son is very careful about what he recommends.
Preparation H, recommended by 2 out of 3 doctors.
Doctors know best.
4 bedrooms for just you and me.
It doesn't have to be just you and me.
I just got promoted. I'm not ready to be a mother.
Well, I'm ready to be a father.
I'm ready to get rid of this headache.
Anacin, doctor recommended for pain relief.
What do you think?
At least my headache's gone.
I mean about a family.
The Anacin formula contains aspirin, the pain-relieving medicine doctors recommend most.
This could make a great dance. Or a nursery. Someday.
Doctor recommended Anacin and maximum strength Anacin.
So we've got to say goodbye for the summer. Zucchini, I promise you this. I'll keep you safe and snug. Every day in a Ziploc freezer bag and seal it with a kiss. I don't want to say goodbye for the summer. Broccoli, it's you I'll miss. Oh, let us make a pledge to eat in December and seal it with a kiss.
Ziploc. We've got the lock on food protection.
No matter how frightfully dirty a house gets, there's always Murphy's oil soap. It takes the nightmare out of any job, because this pure, natural cleaner is safe to use on almost any wooden surface. And the results are so dramatic. Now, if Murphy's oil soap is not afraid to take on this house, it surely won't be intimidated by yours.
I've just got to put a little something extra into everything I make.
Folks say Mary Doan is the best cook in Hidden Valley.
A special touch to make it even better.
That's why Mary was mighty pleased to find something extra in an old favorite.
They put bacon in my Hidden Valley Ranch.
New Hidden Valley Ranch with bacon salad dressing, real wood-smoked bacon, and that thick, creamy, real ranch taste.
You like it, sweetie?
So now Hidden Valley Ranch adds the bacon, but Mary Doan still adds all the love.
Sunday morning, these are Katie's boys, and they're out to settle the score. The Sons of Katie Elder, 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation Sunday morning.
Tomorrow on World Championship Wrestling.
I'm Missy Hyatt, and join me for the special Sunday edition of World Championship Wrestling. Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, the Midnight Express, and the Four Horsemen will all be there, and so will I.
World Championship Wrestling, 5:30 Eastern on the Superstation tomorrow afternoon.
We now return to Bend of the River, starring Jimmy Stewart.
Fruit Newton sadly announces...
Yes, we have no banana. We have no banana today. Real apple, blueberry, strawberry. You crave, of course we have big hooray. But yes, we have no banana.
Newton's, a bunch of real fruit cookies with a bunch of fruits to choose from. But sorry.
We have no banana today. The Bisco.
I can't believe it. In just 1 week, I lost enough weight to actually see the difference.
SlimFast is making a pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
I used SlimFast for breakfast and lunch. It was delicious, and in just 1 week, I lost weight.
The SlimFast plan can live up to its pledge because each shake is a nutritious, low-calorie meal.
My husband didn't think I could lose the weight.
Boy, was I wrong. The SlimFast pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight. Also try delicious SlimFast nutrition bars.
So we've got to say goodbye for the summer. Zucchini, I promise you this, I'll keep you safe and snug. Every day in a Ziploc freezer bag and seal it with a kiss. I don't want to say goodbye for the summer. Broccoli, it's you I'll miss. Oh, let us make a pledge to eat in December and seal it with a kiss.
Ziploc. We've got the lock on food protection.
You know, it's amazing. All of a sudden, we got doctors, scientists, and nutritionists discovering that eating oatmeal is the right thing to do. It's right for your heart, your blood. It's right for a diet with less fat and less cholesterol. Thank you, dear. I know they're correct. You know how I know? Because what the experts are telling us today, my own good health has been telling me for over 50 years. Quaker oatmeal. It's the right thing to do.
Bend of the River will return. Tomorrow, Katie's boys have a score to settle. John Wayne and Dean Martin, the sons of Katie Elder. 10:35 Eastern tomorrow morning.
From the kelp beds to the beaches, join the Cousteau windship Alcyon for rediscovery of the world, the Channel Islands. 9 p.m. Eastern on the Superstation Sunday night.
Introducing Quackers, little ducks with a lot of flavor. So now, all the cheddar cheese flavor of a cheddar cheese puff is in a little duck. And all the sour cream and onion flavor of a sour cream and onion chip is also in a little duck. New flavor-coated Quackers in sour cream and onion, crispy original and cheddar. A lot of flavor in a little duck.
My baby.
My baby has the prettiest flow. So white and bright, it really shows everything is beautiful. Everybody knows Clorox bleach is better.
Clorox liquid bleach is better. It doesn't splash like bargains, and Clorox filters impurities most don't. Only Clorox has unbeatable clean and our fresh scent.
Well, you just can't beat it. Everybody knows Clorox bleach is better.
Regular and fresh scent.
Monday, hang on, Claudette Colbert. Fred McMurray just bought you a dream house, the Egg and I. Next, it's classic courtroom drama with America's lawyer Perry Mason. Then, making the squad could make them stars or break their hearts. The Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders Part 2. Beginning at 10:05 Eastern on the Superstation Monday morning.
Bend of the River will return. Tonight, premier players of the NBA compete in a high-flying shootout. The Push Basketball Classic, 10:05 Eastern tonight.
My son recommended Preparation H for my hemorrhoidal symptoms. Why should I listen to a kid? That kid is also a doctor.
In a national survey, 2 out of 3 doctors named Preparation H among the hemorrhoid remedies they recommended to their patients.
Doctors know best.
As a hospital volunteer, I've noticed instead of Tylenol, patients here get Anacin 3.
A major hospital system replaced Tylenol tablets with Anacin 3. Same aspirin-free medicine as Tylenol, but it costs them less.
Anacin 3 can cost you less, too.
Introducing Quackers, little ducks with a lot of flavor. So now, all the cheddar cheese flavor of a cheddar cheese puff is in a little duck. And all the sour cream and onion flavor of a sour cream and onion chip is also in a little duck. New flavor-coated Quackers in sour cream and onion, crispy original and cheddar. A lot of flavor in a little duck.
Remember the first time you bought me these? Wintergreen Lifesavers?
Yeah. Movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you ate the whole roll.
You bought them for me.
Well, yeah, but you could have said, Jack, have a little refreshment. Jack, have a Lifesavers. You could have shared.
Jack,
What?
have a Lifesavers.
Sure. Now you want to share. Now you want
Now we share a lot of things.
You bet your Lifesavers.
All I did was eat a chili dog with pickles, and all of a sudden I'm living in Siberia. So I take a claret.
Hey, where did you come from?
Only Clarets has Actazole with chlorophyll. Gets rid of bad breath fast.
When the burning, itching, and soreness of hemorrhoids flare up, Tux medicated pads give you soothing, cooling relief on contact. For hemorrhoid flare-up, get Tux from Park Davis.
Bend of the River will return. Tomorrow, Katie's boys have a score to settle. John Wayne and Dean Martin, the sons of Katie Elder. 10:35 Eastern tomorrow morning.
After the baby, I didn't want to go back on the pill. We had to find a good alternative.
Semisid contraceptive inserts, one of the most convenient forms of birth control next to the pill.
After a while, my doctor said to give my body a break from hormones.
Semisid works without hormones. It has the spermicide doctors recommend most.
Now that I'm older and wiser, I use Semisid.
Discover Semisid for birth control. It's a great alternative.
Introducing Quackers, little ducks with a lot of flavor. So now, all the cheddar cheese flavor of a cheddar cheese puff is in a little duck. And all the sour cream and onion flavor of a sour cream and onion chip is also in a little duck. New flavor-coated Quackers in sour cream and onion, crispy original and cheddar. A lot of flavor in a little duck.
Sunday night, he's out to get Anne Margaret and terminate Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kirk Douglas is gonna prove that no one is safe from the villain, including the villain. 7 p.m. Eastern on the Superstation Sunday night.
Arthur Ashe speaks candidly about the state of American tennis in an exclusive interview, The Sports Page, 11 Eastern on the Superstation Sunday night.
Have you thought about Pam? Butter flavor, just 2 calories with a taste you'll savor. You should think about Pam. There's none of this or that. If you like butter flavor, we got it down pat.
Butter Flavor Pam Cooking Spray, a natural alternative to butter.
But I'm not ready for a house and kids. I just got promoted.
But I want a family.
I want to get rid of this headache.
Anacin, doctor-recommended aspirin formula. Well,
My headache's gone. And this could make a great nursery.
doctor-recommended Anacin.
Brought to you by Orkin Termite and Pest Control Company.
It's wise for people to try a second career. We'll be right back.
Even with all you do to keep your family healthy, you may be overlooking something that could cause illness. Roaches, now proven to carry at least 6 known diseases. Call Orkin, because Orkin has protected more homes from disease-carrying pests than anyone on Earth. That's why they're #1. And they'll make your home safe from pests or your money back. Call Orkin today. For pests, they just might be all the protection you'll ever need.
Is it wise for someone to try a second career, especially later in life? Businesswoman Barbara Walden tells us.
If you're unhappy on a job, why go there and be unhappy? But again, it goes back to identifying what you want to do, preparing yourself for it, and go out there and do it. You can do anything you want to do, and this is my belief, once you set your goals and take chances.
Bye-bye. Being a big brother taught me responsibility real fast. I take my little sister to ballet, music lessons. I watched her grow up. And boy, the questions she had. I didn't have all the answers, but I was there. Maybe that's why I enjoy being a Delta Redcoat. I get a great feeling out of helping people. Only now, I take my daughter to ballet.
Delta gets you there. We get you there with care.
Hey, Alan, here's a new Stripe Chips Ahoy cookie. Bet you bite a stripe of fudge.
Difficult, but not impossible.
One more stripe coming up.
Now that's sneaky.
New Stripe Chips Ahoy.
Guess I better stripe.
There's only one of these in the whole world.
And you gave it to me. Whoa, what a crunch. That's unreal.
It's not unreal. It's all natural.
You said there was only one of these.
I meant that one-of-a-kind nutty taste.
I was going to say nutty taste.
Mm-hmm.
What are these?
Grape nuts.
I was going to say grape nuts.
You were going to say grape nuts.
I was going to say grape nuts.
Post Grape Nut cereal, the one and only.
He was going to say grape nuts.
Sunday morning on Award Theater. These are Katie's boys, and they have a score to settle.
Why can't we get some straight answers? Why didn't you tell us that Bass was shot in the back?
Their ma is dead, and someone's gonna pay.
Stop digging around. All it'll get you is trouble.
They'll dig until they find the killer. John Wayne and Dean Martin, the sons of Katie Elder. The Award Theater presentation. 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation Sunday morning. Super rivals collide when Tommy Lasorda and the Los Angeles Dodgers invade the home of the Braves and home run slugger Dale Murphy. Braves versus Dodgers, 2:05 Eastern, Sunday afternoon.
Next, get set for all-star basketball competition, the Push Basketball Classic, followed by your favorite music on Night Track's Chartbusters, coming up on the Superstation.